What's going on, guys? This is Stack That Gold. On today's episode, we're going to do 2021 in review and provide you with some tips, tricks, and websites that you can start purchasing gold at reasonable premiums. As you see here, I have a whole lot of gold coins. Most of these, if not all of them, are fractional gold coins. Now, everyone's objective is different when it comes to stacking gold. For me personally, I like to stack world gold coins. Some people might only focus on American gold eagles. Others might focus on Britannias, Kookaburras, or what have you. For me, I like to collect mostly world gold. Now, I know American gold coins are probably the hottest game in town right now, and I did acquire some other pre-33 gold coins this past year. However, I mostly, as you can see, have amassed coins from around the world. Now, how did I do this? What did I do to set aside money to buy these coins? What are some tips and tricks, and what are some places that I have personally purchased these coins from? So the first thing is budgeting. Everyone has a budget. Everyone can set aside a fixed amount of money that they want to save up in order to purchase gold. Now, for me personally, when I get paid, I usually see, what needs to be paid every month and how much disposable income I have left every pay period. Once I know that, I take that and I basically spend most of it on purchasing gold. Now, for me personally, this is something I'm going to be using for retirement. Everyone's choice of stacking gold is for their own benefit to what they want to do with it, whether they want to hold it for their children, grandchildren, whether they want to use it for retirement. Everyone has their own purpose for stacking gold. For me personally, this is part of my retirement. Now, not to say you should put all your eggs in one basket, but for me, a large part of my retirement is in precious metals. Everyone has different goals when it comes to stacking. You have to figure out what your goal wants to be and how much you're willing to spend every pay period on gold. Now, having said that, you have to do your research. You have to do your due diligence when it comes to purchasing gold. Depending upon where you live, you could have different tax laws on purchasing gold. I believe there's approximately 13 states that do not have sales tax when it comes to purchasing gold. You might want to do some research on the internet to see if your state has sales tax when purchasing gold. Other states have what they consider a limit. So basically, let's say you purchase gold for under $1,000, you might be taxed, but if you purchase it for over $1,000, there might not be any tax on gold. So you have to also consider that when you purchase gold. Let's say you really want a gold coin and it's not that much money, it's under $1,000, and your state starts not charging tax after 1,000. Maybe you might want to save up money so you could purchase over $1,000 worth of gold, and you'll save on taxes that in that regard. Also, you never know the price when gold's going to be. You have to, again, do your research. You have to see what prices gold are at now, what percentage premium over spot the seller is charging you, what condition the gold is in, if you're into collecting gold for numismatic purposes. And you have to do your research. And also, again, if you're purchasing online, you have to be able to see what exactly you're getting. You won't always get the nicest coins in the nicest condition. For me personally, I try to buy, if they list it as mint state, I try to pay a little extra for the mint state coins. Most of these coins here you see are in mint state condition. Some are close to that, and some are in XF condition. Now, for me personally, I prefer them in better condition. I feel they would sell better when you try to resell them. So the second thing is, basically, as I mentioned, doing your due diligence, looking to see what percentage premium the seller is charging for the gold. Now, I use a few different websites, which I'm going to be posting in the listing. These websites I have found extremely helpful in being able to stack my gold. Most of them charge fairly reasonable premiums. Sometimes the premiums can be a bit high because of, maybe inventory issues. Maybe they only buy a certain limited amount. Like, for example, this coin here from Uruguay, I believe only 30,000 were ever minted. And basically, most of these sat in a bank vault in Argentina up until, I believe, the 90s. And then most of these coins were just sold to the public. So these coins were produced, I believe, for the Centenario of Uruguay, 1930. I believe at the time, they only released maybe 15,000 of these. I'm not sure of the production number, I forgot, but I believe it wasn't more than 100,000 of these. And as I had mentioned, the majority of them sat in a bank vault for a good 60 years or plus before they were released. So, when purchasing a coin, you have to do your research. You have to look at how many were produced, and also if you could see if they're in mint state condition, if you would want to purchase that compared to, let's say, AU, almost uncirculated condition, what type of difference in premium you might expect to pay for a coin like this. Now, you might expect to pay a little bit higher premium because this was only produced 1 year in a limited number of coins. So you really have to know, what you're looking for, what you personally want to collect. Everyone is different. Everyone has a different goal for collecting. My goal, as I might have stated in one or two of my videos, is I basically want at least one gold coin from every country that produces gold coins. That is my personal goal. I don't care if the coin is smaller than 1/10 of an ounce, or if it's larger than half an ounce or an ounce even. I would like to have one coin from every country that produces it. So far, I probably have about 25 different countries and territories. So I'm going to be posting some links to some coin websites that I personally use. Again, I have done research and found that these websites have fairly low premiums. I am not being paid by any of these websites. I do not have any type of affiliation with these websites. These are trusted sources that I use, and have used. If you want to purchase or not from them, that's solely up to you. Well, this is my world gold and some American gold bullion that I have purchased in the past year alone. I hope everyone is able to continue to stack into 2022, and I'm going to be providing you with some information on some pretty cool coins in videos coming up. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, and always stack that gold.